live stream of Epic Cardboard Props, the only channel that aims to teach you how to make amazing props from movies like those ones using cardboard only. I'm Raphael, I'm the owner of this channel, and yeah, I'm the guy that create all of this stuff and these tutorials for you to make. And today is going to be a Q&A session again, as I have been used to do for months now. I think it's a great session live that I do with you guys every week on Wednesday at 11 Eastern time. And so if it's your first time here, I think you can hear that English is not my first language. If you're old here, you know already that because you're struggling with my English for a long time now, I think. But yeah, so bear with me if sometimes you don't understand something. I try to repeat myself. I'm French, by the way. I've been living in Paris. I've been working and living in Paris for about 15 years. I grew up in Switzerland, which is if you're not familiar with the Europe in general, it's a French country that is just next to France. And when I was 20, I went to Paris to work and to do my cinema school and everything. So yeah, so I'm French basically, and I'm really working on my English. But nowadays it's quite difficult to improve my English because I don't work a lot in UK because I live in UK now. I don't live in Paris anymore. I live in UK and I live in the UK and in London actually. And but I don't work a lot in London just yet, and I keep working a lot in Paris. Of course, not at the moment, but yeah. So I don't train. I'm not training a lot my English, so yeah, bear with me with this. So yeah, so I'm really pumped. I'm really excited today to be with you guys and to talk with you again. And yeah, so I can see a lot of people already in the chat. That's great. I'm going to do some shout out to say hello to some people here that are here. There is Lego Builder. Say hello. How are you doing? Justima Daz. Can you make mine flyer from Stranger Thing? Why not? I'll think about it. Might be the great one to do actually. Abdul Hadi Yusufi, how are you doing? Where is the T-Rex? It's almost done. The T-Rex, I'm working on for those that don't know that, I'm working on a huge prop at the moment. That's why it's been so long that I've not making videos on my YouTube channel. It's just because I'm working on my new one, and I wasn't expecting that it will be as long as that to do. But yeah, it's been about a month and a half now. I've never made one that took me as much time as that. It's the first time that I'm working as long as on a prop. So, but basically it's because it's a big one. It's a T-Rex head from Jurassic World or Jurassic Park. It's the same thing. And yeah, it's going to be so big, guys. But actually it's a good thing for you because even if it's big, it's going to be quite an easy one to do. It's going to be time consuming for sure, but it's not one of the most difficult one that I've made so far. Actually, it's even maybe one of the easiest one that you can do on my with my tutorials. So yeah, so I hope you enjoy it. I'm almost done with it. I think it should be on my YouTube channel in about a week and a half. Sorry, I know it's a lot, but yeah, I didn't expect that. But it's awesome. The result, I think, it's probably one of my favorites so far. But of course, it's my personal opinion because I love Jurassic Park. But yeah, and the result is awesome. And I can't show it now because some part of it are drying at the moment, so I can't touch it because it needs to be stay put on, without moving it somewhere because it's drying. Because some parts are drying at the moment, so I can't show it now. But yeah, it's going to be really soon on my YouTube channel. Okay, Nicolas Arnaud, how are you doing? How is his mask? Attends, okay, just flowers, Wolverine, clothes will be sick. Yeah, indeed, I'll think about it. Okay, let's raid. Say Sudarzan Ray, how are you doing? Joseph Flores is here. Make Wolverine clothes, make fancy weapon. Okay, Nicolas Arnaud. PS, okay. How are you doing, PS? Can you please make cars out of cardboard, please? It depends. If you mean a life-size car, sorry, I don't know what happened. If you mean a life-size car, like a real one, it's not gonna happen on my YouTube channel anyway, anytime soon because it's too much of work. The bigger is the prop I'm working on, the longest I will have to work on it. the less I'll be able to publish on my YouTube channel, which is a bad thing for my YouTube channel. To grow a YouTube channel, you have to, actually at the moment I publish about 1 tutorial a month. I try to do 2 tutorials a month. I'm not even close than that. I'm really publishing 1 tutorial a month, which is not enough for me. And I'm happy because my YouTube channel grows anyway. I think because I'm pretty much the only person that do what I'm doing on YouTube. But yeah, it's not a good thing to publish. The minimum is usually the minimum is 1 tutorials. 1 videos a week is a great rate. But yeah, so making a car, it will take something like 6 months, probably more than that. So that's the same problem when people are asking me to make, an Iron Man suit, that kind of stuff. I get that a lot. A lot of people want me to make an Iron Man suit. It's not possible anyway now. I can't do that now because I'm alone. I'm working on these things alone. By myself. I don't have help to make these things, so yeah, I can't do that type of stuff now, but maybe in the future when I have some help, and I don't know, we'll see. Salut tout le monde, Phoenix say salut tout le monde. Salut tout le monde is a French sentence to say hey everyone. And by the way, if you want to me, I've been thinking about it, if you want me to to translate some French thing, or if you want to hear some French sentences, and because if you want to learn a little bit of French, don't hesitate to ask me. Maybe I can do that. I really try to speak always in English because all of this channel is in English. I know that most of you speak English. 90% of you, 98% of you speak English. So I don't try to speak French or to play with it. But maybe I've been thinking that maybe it might interesting you that to learn a little bit of French. When is your next prop coming? As I said at the beginning of this live stream, it's soon. I'm running late on this one, but yeah, I'm almost done. So yeah, I'm just drinking a little bit. I'm so thirsty already. Why do you charge for the templates? Well, it's a tricky point because my templates were free for about the entire first year, and they were free. But I hit a point where I have to decide that whatever I had to stop my YouTube channel to work on my full-time job, which is Steadicam operator, or I had to find ways to make money from this YouTube channel because there are so much of work, and I don't make a lot of money from YouTube. YouTube AdSense and that stuff doesn't pay much. Maybe you hear stuff, but I'm not rich at all. I barely make a couple of, I don't make a lot of money from YouTube. It's really not a good way to make a living from YouTube. Even you really have to make, you really have to have a lot of views on YouTube to make a real living from YouTube. And of course, it's not what happened when you just have 70,000 subscribers. So I hit a point that I had to find ways to make money from this YouTube channel. So yeah, the templates were the only ways that was really efficient for me to. Otherwise, I would have to stop doing it. Simply, I wasn't able to keep going this tutorial if I wasn't able to. If it wasn't for that, I had to make some money. So yeah, and. Plus, sorry to say that, but not everything is free in this world. A lot of my YouTubers I work with and I know on this platform do the same thing as me, and they are bigger YouTubers than me. So and they do that anyway. So it's not an unusual thing to do on YouTube when you ask something for the templates. And I don't ask a lot. I just ask $2. But I know that for some of you it can be high, depending where you live in this world. It can be really expensive. So I totally understand that. And when I'll be able to make money, to make a living from other things from my YouTube channel, like when I have regular sponsorship and brands deals and that kind of stuff, the first thing I will do is making my templates for free. But now I'm not able to do that. Sorry, I have to make them. I have to make them. I have to sell them, unfortunately. But yeah, as I said, they are not really expensive. And if you want, actually, I'm doing a promotion at the moment. I'm doing a discount of my templates. So if you want to see that, I'm doing. If you buy 2 props templates, you have the third one for free. So if you can see that on my in the description box of this live stream, basically you buy 2 props templates, and you have the third one for free. So automatically. So yeah. So, but yeah. Okay. So I'm going to answer the question from the form because I forgot to say that. But if you have questions, the best way to have your question answered is not really in the chat, because the chat is so fast. Sometimes the chat is too fast, and I missed a lot of questions between the other comments, and it's not a good way because sometimes people tend to put 10 times a question. Don't do that, by the way. If you put 10 times a question, maybe one of the moderators will put you in timeout, so don't do that. But if you want to ask me something, the best way to have your question answered is by putting it in the form that is in the description box below, guys. As you can see here, there is a form in the description box below here, and the way it works on a first come, first served basis. So don't lose your time. Go ahead right now, because sometimes, most of the time actually, I don't have the time to answer to everyone's question. So yeah. Okay. Okay, so I'm going. There is already 12 questions, so I'm going to answer them right away. So the first question is from Christopher. And so he made the Star-Lord blasters, which is one of my tutorials, by the way, and that's great. And the question is, if you have the T-Rex head with you, can you please show me? I like how you make things. I don't, as I said at the beginning of this live stream, I don't have it right next to me, and actually it's in another room and it's drying. There are some parts of it that are drying. Actually, it's in the skin of it, because you understand that when you see the tutorials. But to make the skin, I use some wood glue, and I made, because the skin, is made out of a lot of. I don't know how to explain that, but you see that in the tutorials video, so it's drying at the moment, so I can't show it now, but it's almost done. I think the tutorial should be on my YouTube channel in about a week and a half, I think, if everything goes well. The next question is from Gopal Verma. He made all Star Wars props. That's great. And the question is, bonjour, hello, he say in French. I am a big fan. So my question is that, what was your favorite Star Wars movie? What was your favorite Star Wars movie? Mine is Return of the Jedi. And also that, when are you posting your Jurassic Head tutorial video? A lot of you are aware about my next tutorial. That's great, because I didn't speak a lot about my next tutorial on my YouTube channel. Maybe if you're a member of this channel, you obviously aware about it, because I talk about my next tutorial if you're to the member of this channel. So if you want, by the way, if you want to be a member of this channel, you just have to click on the join button next to the subscription button on my YouTube channel. By doing that, you'll have access to a lot of behind the scene videos and pictures and things that I'm working on and everything. And by doing that, you're supporting me and what I'm doing here, because as I said, it's a lot of work. And so yeah, we're supporting this channel, and you're supporting what I'm doing here. So don't hesitate to have a look on this. And so my favorite Star Wars, I think, is The Empire Strikes Back. I'm pretty sure about it. But I love all the Star Wars. I'm not like, I know that a lot of people don't like the new ones, and some of them don't like the prequel, and I love all of them pretty much. But yeah, I love all of the Star Wars pretty much. But of course, my favorite sequel is the first one from George Lucas, which include The Empire Strikes Back. But I love all of them basically. So yeah, so my next tutorial is going to be on my YouTube channel in about a week and a half or so, I think. The next question is from Near Raj. He said, okay, he made the Stormbreaker and the Tarzamor. He didn't ask a question. He just said, hi, Epic Cardboard Prop. So hi, how are you doing? And so the next question is from Karthik Rocks. Karthik Rocks. And he made the Star-Lord guns. And the question is, please make a Star-Lord 3D holo map projector. I think it should be a little bit difficult to do because I don't know what you are in mind. I could make, you know, the projector itself, but it's like, you know, when people are asking me to make, you know, the lightsaber, usually they think that I'm, you know, if I do a lightsaber, they want me to make the light, you know, the saber itself, which is from cardboard, not something that you really can do in a really efficient way, because it's, you know, and I mean, it's a little bit the same thing. If you want to make the hologram stuff above it, of course, I won't be able to do that kind of stuff, or it would end up to be really weird. But yeah, maybe I can do the, you know, the thing in itself without the hologram. But yeah, I think about it. Okay, the next question is from always still Carteha, and the same question actually, you put in twice. Okay, so by the way, don't put your question too much in the form, huh? Because if you do that too much, yeah, it's not a good thing. But yeah, twice it's okay, but yeah, don't do that too much, because otherwise I will have to, you know, it's a kind of spamming as well if you do that too much. Okay, so the next question is from Mr. Undead, and he made the Stormbreaker. He's working on the Stormbreaker, and the question is, I love your videos and you inspired me to make props from movies, and how are you so talented? Thank you very much. That's really nice. It's not a question, but I really appreciate the compliment. So yeah, I don't know how am I talented. I think it's just a matter of works. I think I did, and I always been used to make stuff with my hands. You know, I always making things. You know, I'm a Steadicam operator, for example. And if you know what it is, a Steadicam operator is a kind of cameraman in the film, in the movie industry, it's what I am. And but I'm not just a cameraman. I have a kind of machine on me that allows me to make with really heavy camera, you know, a really smooth shoot, like you do, you know, with the little Steadicam with a handle that you have for your phone or something. So the difference is that it's a big one for really heavy camera, and so it's a kind of harness. You know, you have a mechanical arm so it's a big stuff. And so yeah, and the first one that the first Steadicam that I had, I'm making it when I was in my cinema school in Paris. So yeah, I'm really used to make things with my hand and all that stuff. But yeah, I think it's just because I always been used to do that. You know, it's you have to practice. You have to practice a lot to make things like this. And but actually, with my tutorials and the templates, you don't have to have these skills, or you don't have to work as much, because yeah, the templates make everything easier. That's why I do these templates the way I do. You know, you don't have measurements, you have them in a real size. You know, they are in real size on the templates when you print them at 100% scale, and you just have to cut, you know, the pattern and to put them on your cardboard, transfer the edges of the templates with a pencil, and then you cut the pieces. So it's really simple. And if you had to, you know, to make the templates yourself, or if you have to transfer all measurements precise to the millimeters, it will be a nightmare to do for you. So actually, I do all the bad stuff for you. I do all the difficult stuff for you, because the templates make everything easier. And so yeah, but yeah, it's that's why I think I'm just used to do that type of stuff. The next question is from Lucifer. That's a really evil name. Diabolic name. Okay, the next question is from Lucifer, and so he made 6 props. I don't know which one, but he said that it's 6 props. 6 props, yes. And the question is, what is going to be your future project, and any special change in this channel in the future? So as I said at the beginning of this live stream, my next project I'm working on is a T-Rex head, a huge one. That's why it's been so long, because it's the biggest prop I ever made so far. It's going to be about 1 meter 10 centimeters. I don't know in inches. Sorry for you guys. It's difficult for me because in France the metric is different. so yeah, so it's going to be really big, about that big actually. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so it's going to be really big, and so yeah, it's Jurassic T-Rex head from Jurassic World, and yeah, and actually it's going to be big, but it's going to be quite easy to do. It's going to be time consuming, of course, because it's a big one. It's always time consuming when it's big, but it's not one of the most difficult I've made so far, which is great. But time consuming anyway. That's why it's been so long. I've been working on this one since it's been a month and a half. But of course, for you, it should be way faster because, as I said, all the stuff that I do to create the templates, to record the videos, editing the tutorials, and even when I'm working on the stuff, I have to figure out how to do every steps from scratch. So for me, it's a really long process. But you just have to print the templates, cut the pieces and assemble everything. If you are a little bit used to do that kind of stuff, you could be done in a few days. So yeah, that's why I do my tutorials that way actually, with templates. The next question is from. The next question is from. Okay, the next question is from Ran Rocks. So he's working on the Thanos world, and he asks, "How old are you?" I don't know why you asked that, but I'm 37. I've just turned 37 in the last month, so it's really new. And yeah, I'm coming closer to the 40s. So yeah, it's a little bit of how can I say afraid? No. Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm getting old. So yeah. The next question is from Varun, and okay, Varun. And so the question is, can you arrange a giveaway, buddy? Yeah, maybe I'll do in the future. But I don't know which one, and for sure some of them I won't do that with all of them, because some of them I really enjoy them in the first place, but as well because I need them, I need them to, because for example, I have a TikTok account. By the way, if you want to follow me on TikTok, feel free to do that. I hit a really big number of followers on TikTok. I hit 450,000 subscribers. 450,000 subscribers on TikTok. And I have a problem actually on TikTok, is that because they are really long, they are really time consuming to do, and on TikTok you have to publish a lot of videos. It's difficult for me to be to publish new ones on TikTok. And so if I start to give my stuff everywhere, it's going to be really difficult for me to have because a lot of people are saying that it's always the same thing over and over on TikTok. Why do that? Because they don't realize basically that they are really time consuming to do. So yeah, so I really try to keep them, to show, to play with my stuff, with my props on TikTok, and to have as much as I can to show on TikTok. So I'm not doing a giveaway right now, but some of them I think I'll do with some of them in the future. Anyway, so the next question is from Hector W, and the question is, so he's working on the Thanos sword. That's awesome. And the question is, I am a teen planning to become a prop maker for a living. How did you come into the industry, and is it possible for anyone to become a professional prop maker? Of course, there is no doubt about it. But I think that the problem with most of people that want to be a YouTuber and props maker on YouTube and everything, and even in general a YouTuber, most people that want to be a YouTuber on YouTube, the problem just don't, on the chat I can see a lot of spamming at the moment. Don't do that. Binode, if you keep entering this word Binode, I'll have to put you in timeout. So don't do that. I don't want the chat to be spammed like this. Don't stop that right away. You are warned. Okay, so yeah, so you can be a YouTuber, but you have to work. You have to learn how this platform works, because a lot of people think that I'm just doing videos, put woof editing with it, and I put it on the screen, and everyone is going to watch it, and it doesn't work like that at all. You have to learn how YouTube works, and the best way to do that is by doing the Creator Studio training, the YouTube Creator Academy, YouTube Creator Academy. It's a training. It's a free training that YouTube itself, guys. So they know what they learn, that they teach. So you do that. You do this training from A to Z, everything, and you're sure that at the end you have a YouTube channel that really works. But you have to work. It's not. I'm not gonna lie. It's not going to be a piece of cake. It's a work. You have to learn a lot of things. You have to learn your analytics, how works YouTube analytics, and everything. You have to learn a lot of stuff. So yeah. Thank you, Donovan Guffey. You said happy birthday, but it was a month ago. So yeah, it's a little bit old now. So yeah, what editing software do you use? I use Premiere Pro. One Ready, Camille Ready. I use Premiere Pro from the Adobe suite. Yeah. So okay. Don't spam the chat with too much question or 10 questions in a row, because I won't answer your question if you do that. So don't spam the chat like this. I know that sometimes it's frustrating because I can't see your question, but as I said, there is a form in the description box below, guys. This is the best way to have your question answered, not in the chat by spamming it 10 times in a row. If you do that in the chat, I won't answer the question. Put them in the form that is in the description box below. Put them once, and I will see it. And so yeah. Okay. Yeah, what editing software? I've just said that to you, Wamgardi Camera Ready. I use Premiere Pro. So Gampa, Vanu Gopal, you asked that too much. Actually, I was about to not answer your question because of that. But yeah, I'm going to answer that anyway because a lot of you are asking that. So can you make the Iron Man suit? The answer is no for the moment, because it will take something like 6 months, maybe more than that, maybe a year, and I can't do that, guys, because if I spend 6 months working on a prop for this entire 6 months, and I think Iron Man suit will be way more than that, more like 8 months, 9 months maybe, to make a really, with the level of details that I require for my stuff, it will take forever, and I can't do that because I can't just put my YouTube channel in time out for 8 months, not publishing any videos because I'm working on a pop. I can't do that. So I can't do an Iron Man suit. I can do part of it. I already made the helmet. Maybe I'll do the hand in the future and that kind of stuff, but not an entire suit. Or maybe in the long run, one part of the time. But yeah, I don't know if it's going to be something that will work really well on YouTube to make one part at a time, but I'll think about it. So yeah. Okay, I'm always dirty. That's crazy. Where is my bottle? Okay, so the next question from the form is from is Ibtisam Ali. No, Ibtisam Ali. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. And he made the Predator helmet. That's great. And the question is I am from France. No, from France. Ah, no, okay. You are from France. Which area? I'm not from France. I've been in Paris. So the area was Paris for 15 years. Because I've been working in Paris for 15 years as a Steadicam operator. In the first place, I did a cinema school there, but actually I grew up in Switzerland. So not in France actually, but it's a French country. Most of it is a French country too. You speak French in Switzerland too. Not everywhere in Switzerland, because there are 3 languages in Switzerland, but I grew up in the French part of the Switzerland. So yeah. So I was in Paris when I was in France. The next question is from Varun. It's not a question, but he's just saying hola, you are amazing. Thank you very much. Hola. I guess you're Spanish, or I guess you speak Spanish anyway, but that's great. There are a lot of Spanish people, that a lot of Mexican, Spanish, a lot of people come from all over the world on my YouTube channel, and that's blow my mind. That's so awesome, guys. So, hola! The next question is from Donovan Guffrey. Hey, how are you doing? Glad to see you here again, Donovan. And so he made a bunch. He said he made a bunch of the props I've made. He made Thor's hammer, Iron Man helmet, Cap's shield, arc reactor, etc. That's great. And the question is, I want to buy a prop, but they are so expensive. I love your videos. Sorry, as I said, I can't make them for free at the moment because, as I said at the beginning of this live stream, earlier in this live stream, I hit a point to where I'll have to find ways to make money from this channel. Otherwise, I would have to stop. I would have to stop doing this because it was so time consuming and I wasn't making almost any money from YouTube because YouTube AdSense doesn't pay much. And so I have my full-time job, which is Steadicam operator. So at some point I have to decide that, you know, working on my full-time job, you know, say yes to big project on my YouTube for my full-time job as a Steadicam operator, and, you know, I forget my YouTube channel, or find ways to make money from YouTube. So that's why my templates cost money at the moment, and I wouldn't be able to keep working on this stuff without that, unfortunately. But when I have more ways to make money from YouTube, and it's going to happen for sure with brand deals, you know, that kind of stuff. I'm already speaking on people about brand with people, you know, and brand to make some brand deals. So it's going to be soon, I think. Soon, not in the next few months, but I think maybe the next year I'll be able to make again my templates free like they were at the beginning of this YouTube channel, because they were free the entire first year of this channel. Okay, so the next question is from Kunal Andy. My channel name is unknown artist. Okay, and so the question is, can you please promote my channel? It doesn't work that way, and actually it won't be something really great for you. You really want to make your YouTube channel, you really want that people that come from your channel want because they are interested in what you are doing on your channel, not because I said them, you know, go to his channel. Go to his channel, because the problem is, if I did that, people are going to go to your channel because I asked them to do though, but they won't, because maybe they are not interested of what you are making on your channel. They won't watch your next videos and they won't, you know, interact with you in the future, and that will send a really bad signal to the YouTube algorithm. And the YouTube algorithm will be like, yeah, the stuff is not great, because people doesn't watch it, people doesn't click on the notification when, you know, when YouTube push the notification that you're publishing a new video, and basically it's going to push your YouTube channel down, and it's a really bad thing. So you really want to do you really want to have an organic way to grow your YouTube channel. So unless you have a really channel that is really the same kind of me, that's why when you see YouTubers that are collaborating, usually they are in the same niche, you know. Props maker make collaboration with props maker, and usually when they are the same level of subscribers, because otherwise it's not fair for both of the side, you know what I mean. So that kind of stuff. But yeah, you really have to do an organic growing on YouTube to make it works. Okay, so the next question is from okay, so I don't understand this question. Abdul Hadi asks, when your movie coming out? I don't know. I think maybe you speak about because of the community post that I made yesterday. I don't know why so many of you, because it's my English, maybe I said that in a wrong way, but it was a joke. Because in the community post yesterday, I said that I said with a big smile, you know, with a big laughing smile. I said that I was on my way to make my own Star Wars movie, you know, because I was showing all the stuff that I've made so far from Star Wars, but it was obviously a joke. I'm not making a movie with my cardboard stuff maybe it might be fun to do it, but yesterday it was a joke. I'm not planning to do that. I don't have the time to do that actually. Anyway. So the next question is from Nicolas Arnaud. And he asked, so he made the Moki J-pin. Now he's working on the Moki J-pin. That's great. It's unusual actually because it's not one of the famous. It's not the most famous prop that I've made so far, my YouTube channel. But that's awesome that you are making this one. And he asked, can you make Assassin's Creed Hidden Blade? I'll think about it. But as I said, it's always the same answer because, you know, when I have to choose something, you know, when I have to make a choice and about what I'm going to do next, it's a really complicated thing. It's not because you Nicolas Arnaud ask me to make this one that I'm going to make it. You know what I mean? I have to take a lot of things into account, like what is trending at the moment, what is working on my YouTube channel at the moment, what all of you want me to do, not just you. You know, if a lot of people ask me the same thing, that's why it's cool. It's great that you put your suggestion in the comments on my videos, because, you know, that way I'm able to see, you know, to see this parameter, to see how many people, you know, has that. But I have to take a lot of many other things into account as well. So it's a tricky thing. So when you just ask that, the only thing that I can say is I'll think about it, but I can't say I'll do it. You know what I mean? And by the way, don't ask this kind of question in this form. This form is not for asking, you know, that kind of stuff. You know, can you do this or can you do that? You can ask that, but try to elaborate a little bit. You know, why you want me to do that, you know, try, because it's a discussion between us guys. So I don't want just, you know, to have this kind of really, because even you, Nicolas, you didn't even made a full sentence. You just wrote Assassin's Creed Hidden Blade without question mark, without anything. So it's usually I don't even answer that kind of questions on the form. So yeah, but you can suggest stuff, of course. I want you to suggest stuff, but do that in the comments on my videos or of this live stream, and I'll think about them. I'll take into account, you know, if you are many to ask the same stuff. But yeah, the next question is from PS, and he's working on the Tumblr Batmobile. I think I remember that because I think we talk about it in the comments, I think. And so yeah, he said, I am making a prop from your channel for the first time. Awesome. And yeah, and you didn't choose the easy one, I think, but it's a great one, because the Batmobile that I've made is a great one. I'm really proud of it, because it turned out to be the result turned out to be really great, but it's not an easy one actually. But yeah, that's great that you're making this one. That's awesome. The next question from the form that is in the description box below, as you can see here. Is from Niraj. He asks, can you please take your camera to the room where the T-Rex is settled? Please. I can't do that because I have, you know, I can't move my stuff like this, but because there is a setup here, you know, with light and everything. I can't take this camera and go to the other room right now. But if you want to have, you know, snap things, you know, if you have to see behind the scene of, you know, the stuff I'm working on and that kind of stuff, don't hesitate to have a look on the. Don't hesitate to be a member of this channel or to have a look on my Patreon page, and if you want to support this channel, that's awesome. And by doing that, you'll be able to see, you know, my T-Rex in the process, in the work on process, and behind the scene videos. And I'm going to do a lot of quick video tips about the techniques I use to make my templates and that kind of stuff. But it's going to be for the member of this channel. So if you want to be a member of this channel, you just have to click on the join button next to the subscription button of this channel. And by doing that, if you do that by supporting this channel, by becoming a member of this channel, you will have access to these videos and everything, and you'll be supporting what I'm doing here, which is just awesome, because I wouldn't be there without you. So yeah, don't hesitate to have a look on this, but yeah, I can't show that right now. The next question is from Okay, the next question is from Mr. Undead. He's working on the Captain America shield. And the question is, I love your videos and you inspired me to make props like you were. How are you getting the... Okay. Ah, okay, d'accord. I love your videos and you inspired me to make props like you. Where are you getting the cardboard from? That's a great question. Actually, I get most of my cardboard and paper from my monthly deliveries. From most of them from Amazon, actually, because I like a lot of people, I think I order a lot of stuff from Amazon. Not that much actually, because people think that I order, a lot of stuff from Amazon to have cardboard. That's not true actually. I'm just saving the few ones that I receive monthly. Sometimes it's once a week or twice a week, and that's it. Basically, I did that. I do that. I've been doing that for months, and now I have tremendous stock, because I think you don't realize how much cardboard you throw away in a monthly basis. Most people throw away so much of cardboard, they don't even realize that, and you'll be able to realize that when you'll be saving them, because you're going to be very quickly overwhelmed by the amount of cardboard that you're going to have. It was a really tricky sentence to say that, but I think you get the point. And so I've just saved the few I receive monthly from my monthly deliveries, and that's enough. But if you're running out of cardboard, or if you don't have deliveries, you still can ask to your local store to get rid of the cardboard for them. Usually they are really happy to have someone that want to get rid of the cardboard for them, because it's a work that usually they have to do. So if you do that, it's free, and you do that for them. But of course, I know that at the moment, with the pandemic, and all of this stuff, I know that kind of stuff is difficult to do, because you can't go out easily, and maybe it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea to do that now. But when all of this will be, when all of this will be normal again, when the situation will be go away, I hope soon, you can do that. But basically it's the way that I get my cardboard. I've just saved them from my monthly deliveries. The next question from the form is from Donovan Guthrie again, and so he asks, can you make Star-Lord helmet? It's planned actually. It's on my to-do list already, but it might take time for me to make it. The next question is from TGS Gamer, and so he asks, or she asks, I don't know, do you play Fall Guys? If yes, what is your favorite mini game? I don't play Fall Guy. I don't even know what it is. Sorry about that. So so I can't answer to that question. I'm not really a gamer. I'm not really a gamer actually. That's why I don't do gaming stuff too as well, because I'm not. Maybe I'll do in the future gaming stuff, but for now, because it's not really my universe. I'm really a cinema lover. My full-time job is steady camera operator in the movie industry. So it's really this channel is really all about. This channel is all about movie stuff. So The next question is from Abdul Hadi. And the question is, where will you make props from games? That's funny. I've just answered to that question. It's not planned anytime soon, because, as I said, it's not my universe, and it's really important on YouTube to have a focus. If you try to make stuff from everything, if you are all over the place. I know that if I do stuff from cardboard, even if I do, it's kind of related. But you really have to go fast on YouTube. You really have to have focus, because if I was doing gaming stuff and movie stuff, of course some of you would like both of them, but most of you will have a preference. The gamer would really like the gaming stuff that I do, but not the movie stuff, and it's going to be really bad for the YouTube channel, because when I will be publishing a movie thing, all the people that are gamer, won't click on the stuff that I'm going to do with this, so it's going to hurt my YouTube channel and everything. So you really have to have a focus on YouTube. It's really important. So for now, I'm not going to make gaming stuff, but maybe in the future when I have momentum, I'll be able to diversify a little bit what I'm doing here, and maybe I'll do some gaming videos, but it's not planned for now. The next question. Okay, the next question is from Tarva, and the question is, what is your name? My name is Raphael. Raphael, actually, my name is Raphael, and yeah, that's pretty. But if you watch my tutorial video, I say my name at the beginning of every tutorials videos I've made so far, so that's weird. Maybe you don't. Maybe it's because of my accent. Maybe you didn't understand. But if you understand, I think you didn't watch the beginning of my videos, which is weird. The next question is from Fish Gamer again, and the question is, how long does it take to make the Star-Lord blasters? I really want to make it, but I am not good at making stuff. It's not, I think you don't need to be really good, and especially with this one, it's not a difficult one. The most important part, if you're not good at making stuff, or if you're not used, to make stuff with cardboard, just try to really follow the tutorial videos and try to cut the pieces from the templates as accurately as you can. Don't use scissors. You ban the scissors. Scissors is a really bad tool to cut cardboard. Use a precision knife or really sharp knife if you don't have a precision knife, or a box cutter. Box cutter is even better than a knife. But if you can, buy a precision knife, an X-Acto blade. Really use that. And if you cut the templates with precision and you really follow all the steps of the tutorial, even if you are not used to make stuff like that, you'll be okay. I've seen a lot of people that were not used to make stuff, and they were really hesitating about it, and they made it. They just follow every steps of the tutorials. They cut the templates accurately, using the correct tools and everything. And after that, they sent me over some pictures of the stuff that they created from my tutorials videos, and they were perfect. They were awesome. So it's not a matter of, it's not a matter of, some of my tutorials are really difficult. I know, like the Terminator arm might be difficult, that kind of stuff. If you are not used to do that type of build. But for example, the Star-Lord blaster is quite easy to do. So, and actually even the difficult one can be done for people that, if you really follow, because the tutorial, there is everything in the tutorial videos. Sometimes you have to maybe pay attention to the really small step that take maybe 10 seconds in the videos, but you have to pay attention at every step. If you pay attention at every steps from the tutorial video, you'll be okay. I created them for that. So yeah. Okay, so the next question is from the form. The next question is from the form is from Matthews Bowman, and wow, it's a long one. Okay, so he made a Stormbreaker Moderator. I know I spelled that wrong. Sorry. No, it's okay. And the question is, first of all, your creations are amazing, and love watching your videos. Thank you very much. I am 15 years old, and I love making things such as a paper action, figures, and props. I am working on an Iron Man costume right now, but I am struggling with all of the joints. I was wondering if you could make an Iron Man suit to help me. So yeah, if you don't totally understand, I totally understand. And the last thing I wanted to ask you is, are you going to make a gun that actually shoots? Because I think that will be really cool. Any gun will work. Yeah, so I'm sorry, but I'm going to answer by the negative for both of these questions, because I already talk about the Iron Man suit. The problem is with an Iron Man suit, it will be too much of work. I would spend 6 months, even more than that, and I wouldn't be able to publish any videos on my YouTube channel while I'm working on this one. So I can't do that because it will hurt really badly my YouTube channel. So I can't do that type of stuff now. Maybe in the future, but not at the moment. And for the second part of your question, I'm not doing toys here, because if making a gun that shoots is a mechanical stuff. Sometimes I make parts that are working, like when I did the wrist, the Predator wrist with the blades, retractable blades. I hesitated a long time. I've been hesitating for a long time to make the blades retractable, but I did it anyway, and it was long to make because of it. But usually I don't do that because I really try. The goal of this YouTube channel is making a movie replica as accurate as possible using cardboard only, which is a tricky thing because cardboard can be a really tricky. Everyone has cardboard. That's the bright side of it. Everyone can do it. You don't have to have really complicated tools or tricky tools and everything. But cardboard is difficult to work with, and making a really accurate replica from cardboard by itself is an entire thing. It's really time consuming. So I can't. Beside this, making, really tricky mechanism that, shoot bullet and everything, because it's not the goal of this channel actually. And it would take twice too much time to do that. So I can't do that. But if you want to do that kind of stuff, there is a really famous YouTube channel that does a lot of that. The name of this channel is ZS, and he did a lot of guns out of cardboard that shoot, but it's not as accurate. It's not replica. He make guns that shoot, which is a great thing if you want to do that. But it's not what I'm doing here. Okay. So that's great. I'm going to have a look in the chat to see what's happening in the chat. Okay, that's annoying because I'm live streaming with two computers actually. I have a computer for the form with my question, and I have my MacBook computer, which is not really made for live streaming, and it's really annoying because sometimes it's really slow because of that. So yeah, okay. Okay, so Wajan Jabatas, don't do that. Don't ask to subscribe in the chat, guys. It's a spam. Don't do that. Okay. Can you make Lucky's helmet? Maybe I'll think about it. It's might be a great one to do, but I have to think about it. Okay, so if you have some question, I'm going to answer some question from the chat from now for about 3 minutes. So leave your question in the chat with an hashtag question in all caps. That way I'll be able to see your question in an easy way. And yeah. Okay, so okay, so please send me the templates, Stormbreaker, please. You'll find all the templates in the description box below the tutorial videos. Wajan. I said don't spam the chat. So don't spam the chat. I don't have my moderator today, so... Okay. Okay. How long does it take per cardboard stuff? It depends. It depends on each one, because if it's a big one, actually the bigger it is, the longer it's going to take. It's going to be way longer for me to make it if it's big. The smaller, the faster it is. So it depends on that, and it depends as well on the amount of details that you have to do. If it's a really detailed one, it's going to be really time consuming, because actually you spend pretty much the same time working on a little pieces than a big one if it's just one thing. You have to spend, it's difficult to explain, but no matter the size of it, if it's a pieces that is like this or just like this, you have to spend the same kind of time working on it. So if you have a lot of details, even if it's small, you have a lot of steps, a lot of things to do. So it might be long to do because of it. But the biggest it is, actually, the longer it is as well, because of the amount of cardboard. If you have really big props to do, you have a lot of steps to do. Actually, you have a lot of pieces to create, so it can be really long because of it as well. Okay, that's great. So I'm going to I'm not seeing a lot of question in the chat with the hashtag question. So I'm going to answer some questions from the form again. Okay, so I'm going to answer some questions from the form. So the next question from the form. So I already answered this one. Box Office beginner. I use Premiere Pro. My editing, because you're asking what editing software I use Premiere Pro. The next question is from Adjan3PT. He made the xenomorph head and the pulse rifle. And he asked, will you be making a prop for Halloween, maybe from an horror movie? Yes, I plan to do that. And by the way, if you have suggestion of what I can make for Halloween, don't hesitate to put that in the comments, and I'll try to think, because I'm not sure about what I'm going to do for Halloween. But yeah, I do one for Halloween, and actually I have to think about it really, because it's coming fast. So the next question is from Sei Kondinai, and he has, please make Spider-Man Homecoming web shooter. So as I said in this live stream, try to elaborate your question. The form is not made for that type of question. If you have requests, you can put them in the comments of the videos or in the comments of this live stream, but not in the form. So yeah, put your request in the comments, and I will think about it. I will answer you in the comments. The next question is from Tish Gamer again, and the question is the Star Lord Blaster hard to make? I really want to make it, but I'm not good at making props. I already answered this one. Okay. The next question is from Aaron Rodriguez Chavez. He made the Predator bracelet. That's great. And the question is, I also do the tutorial of the alien head. How can I make the internal mandibula of the alien is retractable like the blades of the Predator? I don't know. I didn't do it, so if I can explain that to you, it will be an entire tutorial by itself. How do you want me to do that, to say that to you right now? And actually I haven't made it, so yes, it's not possible to answer that question. Sorry, but yeah. And because you have to make the mouth open, you have to be able to open the mouth, and it's all the system is really complicated to do. You can do that. The blades on the Predator wrist, the system is quite simple, but I spent about 2 days thinking about it anyway, and it's a simple one. To make the mouth go out from the head of the alien head, yeah, it will be way harder to do that. So the next question is from Konku, and he's working on Captain America shield. And the question is, how did you learn to do such creations? They are amazing. Thank you very much. Actually, I've learned to do that kind of stuff from another YouTuber who's called Mood Brains TV DIY, and he made awesome props. Awesome things out of cardboard. He doesn't make tutorial videos, but he make time-lapse videos from what he does. And yeah, and I've just, but it's a really long time video actually. Sometimes it's 3-4 hours, but it's really impressive what he's capable of. And yeah, so I've learned a lot of stuff from him, and after that I've learned by myself, by experiencing stuff through my tutorial videos, and by making stuff. And yeah, that's pretty it. Okay, so the next question is from Troll Gamer, and he made Iron Man helmet and Star-Lord guns. And the question is, hi Raphael, hope you remember me. My question is, how much time do you give to your project for one day, and what do you do of failed projects? Thanks. That's a great question. Very interesting question. Actually, I spent my day is about I spent about 6 hours a day working on my props, because I have to manage with a lot of things, and not every day, because I have my full-time job, which is Steadicam operator. So sometimes I have to work on a commercial for a couple of days, and so yeah, not all the time. But when I have the time, I work about 5 to 6 hours a day on my stuff. But as I said, for me, it's a long process, because I have to make everything from scratch. I have to create the templates, which is actually the harder part of this build, because you have the templates. It's going to be way easier for you to make this build, but I have to make, I have to define what are going to be the part and the templates, and I'm a little bit like a 3D printers, when I do that kind of stuff. So it's really tricky thing. But so yeah, I'm working about 5 to 6 hours a day, and I can't do more than that, because I have to manage a lot of stuff with my YouTube channel. I have as well a TikTok account. I have a lot of things to manage, to deal with for my YouTube channel. So yeah, so I can't do more than that a day. At the beginning I was able, but at the beginning of the channel, I think I was working 8 hours a day, but I'm not able to do that anymore, because I have so much things that my YouTube channel brought, community things, and I have to, I have Instagram, I have a TikTok account that is huge now. I have 450,000 followers on TikTok. I have all of this stuff, so yeah, that's about it. So yeah, so yeah, and by the way, if you are interested to see all the stuff that I'm making on behind the scene, if you want to see the behind the scene videos when I'm working on my stuff, if you want to see pictures of the stuff that I'm working on at the moment, if you want to have access to quick video tips about the techniques I use to make my templates, if you want to make your own stuff, to make your own templates and making your own stuff, don't hesitate to have a look on the membership of this channel. You just have to click on the join that is next to the subscription button of this channel, and by supporting this channel, you're also supporting me and what I'm doing here, because I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of work, and I spend too much of work on this stuff, and it's difficult to make a living from this. So if you do that, you're supporting this channel. It's awesome. I wouldn't be there without you guys, so it's mean a lot for me. So yeah, and if you want to have access at all of that, behind the scene videos, quick video tips and everything, don't hesitate to have a look on this, or on my Patreon page as well. It's the same stuff. And and so I hope you spent a great time here with me. It was a great session with you guys. I'm sorry I didn't have the time to answer to everyone's question from the form. I think I have almost 20 questions left. I didn't have the time to answer to everyone, but if you're still there and you want your question answered, put the question that you put in the form in the comment section of this live stream. I will answer them. I will answer all of them later in the days, or maybe tomorrow, but I'll answer to all of your questions anyway. So yeah, so if I didn't have the time to answer this question during this live stream, but if you put them in the comments, I will do after this live stream. And so I hope I'll be able to see you next week. I'm going live. I go live every week at 11 Eastern time on Wednesday to answer your question, and to talk with you guys and everything. And so it was great to talk with you guys again. As I said, don't hesitate to have a look on the things in the description box below. There are a lot of things and for you, and I hope I'll be able to see you next week. Stay safe, have a great week. Thank you for watching this live stream, and have a great one, guys. Bye.